Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. And you know what? Yes, we're going to be sad for a bit, and we'll be happy again. Dolly would want that. Um, Glad to be here. I hope you're all doing well. You're making it through this Tuesday. You should already be off work, hopefully. Um, it's been a day. Started out like any other, and then we had that bombshell on us of the great Dolly passing. It's still hard to fathom, but we will be sad for a bit. We'll always be sad, I think, a bit. But she would want us to smile and remember, and we have her music, all of her contributions, and she will keep on giving. Now, even though she has got her family, will continue her work. And she even has some music she's done that is put up for later. So, but we still have her classics. So, yeah. So that's how Tuesday's been. So, but anyway, hope you're doing good. Let's see. Remember I had to do a short video last night. It was late. Because it was after I did not get to bed till after 2. So I was like, trying to get the video done, talk to my mom, and the next thing I know, it was after midnight. It was the whole thing. So anyway, let's cover. I did get some news earlier, although hell, it could be from yesterday. I don't know. So I'm just trying to catch you all up. So it looks like they're going to do another re-release of 4K of White Christmas in a Steelbook edition. White Christmas was one of my dad's favorite movies. So that was one of the first VHS tapes we ever got. So I did actually find the tape, and I did get the 4K of it last year, finally. And I do have it on DVD and Blu-ray. This art is one of the posters they did use originally. So not a rebuy. I have my copy. I have my 4K of White Christmas. I'm good. They are releasing Scrooged 4K Steelbook. I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. This one's a pass, especially a Steelbook. I love that movie. It's a great one. Put a little love in your heart. The Ball Breaker Suite. I don't know. Van Helsing 4K Steelbook. I would actually have to watch that movie again. It's been a minute. And then another 4K Steelbook of the frickin' Terminator. How many do we need? They are just, wow. Pass. I feel like I'm on password. Pass. And then also, now this one did look good. The Rocky 4K Steelbook. I like the art on it. Really good. So that was the news I saw today. But I mean, it's getting to the point. A reissue. The 4K came out. Then 6 months to a year later, you're going to do another release, but it's a Steelbook. Boy, they're just going to milk it, but there's still so much that needs to be brought out. I mean, come on. So anyway, I was off today. I did swing by Goodwill. Nothing there. Like I said, no expectations. And I told you last night, I did another book sold. The 4th nursing book sold. How wild is that? So that just leaves the Frida Kahlo. I ran out of time today with the Dolly situation. It was late. My mom was texting me. I've had people all over just like, "Are you okay?" So I knew by the time I went to storage, I would be over there for a bit. I would get stuck in school traffic. I will deal with that tomorrow. I do have these books here to list. But I have some stuff left over from yesterday. So I was most excited from eBay. Showed up and before I went to work. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Went ahead, exactly what I wanted. Got a great deal. 7 CDs of The Breeders, 90s, of course. So, The Breeders Last Splash, main one. Can't get it. Right now it's only on vinyl. I had to go used because the CD is unavailable, which is redonkulous. So, The Breeders, yes. And then also The Breeders, The Secret History of the Breeders, both verbal and musical. So I got at least for like about, I watched it and they sent me an offer and I took it. It was like $20. The Breeders Cannonball. Kim Deal and Bob Pollard, Love Hurts, music from the motion picture Love and a 45. So, I'm so happy. The Breeders Divine Hammer. The Breeders Saints. And the Kelly Deal 6000 go to the Sugar Altar. So, yes. So I was actually, while I was brushing my teeth last night, jamming out to Last Splash, and then as well as this morning while I was getting ready. So, but of course Sophia was on her bullshit waking me up early this morning because she was hungry. So I fed her, went back to sleep. So that's what came from eBay yesterday. So, but remember I covered the 4 Blu-rays I got last night. I did buy some more, but not more movies. 2 of my magazines came in. These actually came in last week. I ran out of time on like Saturday, Sunday. And I was just going to buy them then. Plus, I mean, I had 2. So, the first one was the latest issue of Scream Magazine, An American Werewolf in London, one of my favorites, Evil Dead Burn. So, this is the latest issue. Sometimes they'll put a number. I thought they'll put a number on it. Number 97. So it is the latest issue. We got it last week. So, I love it. American Werewolf in London. And it's not really the transformation scene in that movie for me. It's like the family scene. And then it's like the monster Nazis with guns, like killing everybody. And just, that's scared the shit out of me when I was little. Can't wait to get into this one. Because I think we're caught up until another few weeks. The next Infinity will be rolling in. So, the latest Scream magazine. And then also, the latest issue of Rue Morgue came in. Resident Evil, New Blood. Because this is the September-October issue. Manufacturing Dracula, Exorcising Exorcist 2, The Heretic, The Cramps, Exhumed. So, yay! So, like it when my magazines come in. So, and the good thing is, they're the kind of things, if I'm done with them, I can sell them. So, the last thing is a graphic novel. And so I was waiting on this one because it is the last of this one. So it is the last volume, basically volume 5, the original Marvel Years of ROM, Space Knight, part of the Marvel's Epic Collection, which they've jacked up in price because they used to be like, I think, $39.99 to $44.99. Now they're $50. This is the final volume of ROM. So now I have the entire run of that series. So this should be the last Epic Collection, unless there's something really cool. There is like the Sensational She-Hulk, I think, that's going to be coming out. But as far as this one, I'm primarily a DC guy. The DC Finest, of course. I've been, because I never had the individual comics of this series. I think I had like 1 or 2 issues. I finished the Macronauts. I didn't get the very last one because it was like modern or whatever, but I got what I wanted out of it. So this does cover ROM 61 to 75 and Annual 4. This covers 1984 to 86. So I do love these volumes, but Marvel Um, their pricing, even with their like smaller pocket editions, it's like, okay. DC does a better job pricing versus Marvel. It just seems like Marvel just keeps, and at least DC's stayed the same, so that's pretty good. So, but on the Epic collections, I would definitely say 40 is a great price point. Above that, like $44.99, it's okay, bearable. 50, it gets to be a tough. If I don't get a discount, there's no way I would definitely pay 50 even. So, just an FYI. So, but if you're Gen X into 80s comics, then definitely Marvel from the 80s, definitely. So, now the entire run of ROM. So that finished up yesterday since I had to save some for today. Like I said, I went to Goodwill, no luck there. I had to drop that package off at the post office. I did go to the other thrift store on Skyland, so I went there. I got gas, so I got gas too. So I was like, ooh, let me go get gas. And then I was like, ooh, let me go on. Since I had no luck at Goodwill, they waited a bit to bring some stuff out, and even then, I didn't see anything. So, but I did find me some DVDs at the thrift store. This was around the time I found that Dolly had passed. So I did get me I think a decent little stack. So what did we get? So this one I had seen before and decided to get today. With them, DVDs are $2 each. So, but this is the, I remember watching this. I have not seen it in a while. But when Hallmark, before it was a whole channel, you could only see Hallmark movies on a Sunday night, and it was an event on CBS, the Hallmark Hall of Fame. And they would have commercials for Hallmark cards, and that would make you cry. But this one is Dance with the White Dog, Hume Cronin, Jessica Tandy. And you could only buy these at your Hallmark Gold Crown stores. That was the exclusivity of it. And they earlier ones I did on VHS. My favorite, there's two. I have a top two favorites. The one called Caroline with Stephanie Zimbalist, Patricia Neal. That one came out in like 89, 90. I do remember it was when I was graduating high school, more or less. That's such a good one. Plus, I love Stephanie Zimbalist from Remington Steel. And the other one, What the Deaf Man Heard. It's such a cute movie. Matthew Modine, James Earl Jones, I'm pretty sure. Those are my top two favorites. They've also done like Candles on Bay Street, Dance the White Dog. But I'd seen this one before and decided to go and get it today. So, yay. So that one. This one, it's called I Really Hate My Job. And in all fairness, the only reason I bought this, Neve Campbell. I love my Neve Campbell. I have been a fan of hers since before Scream. But we all say it. She means it. Waitress meets the devil. The Devil Wears Prada. This one actually was put out like in 2007. So this was, wow, post-Scream. So, but at that point, I feel like Neve could do whatever. I think it's the haircut that really kind of throws it a little bit. So, but yeah. So, I love me some Neve. So, the reason I got that one. Okay. And of course, you see, she is above the title of the movie. So, there's that. This other one is called Nearing Grace. Never heard of it. But it does have Gregory Smith from Everwood and Jordana Brewster, Ashley Johnson, and David Morse. What would you do to get the hottest girl in school? So, yeah. I don't know how raunchy it is, but whatever. So, but I like him as an actor from Everwood. So, And I like Jordana Brewster too. So there's that one. This other one, not many people are probably familiar with it, but it's Claudine. It did not just recently, in the past year or two, came Criterion. It came out on Criterion. But James Earl Jones, Diane Carroll. I've heard good things about this movie, and it's like from 1970. Hold on. 1974. I would have been almost 3 when this came out. So, I feel like watch this. I've got $2 in it, and if I ever want to get the Criterion edition, I will. So, not everything has to be the special deluxe Criterion. It's nice when it happens. That's why I'm very picky, really now, about what I do buy Criterion wise. Like I want all the John Waters. I've got to have all the David Lynch. I really, I would really love that Kubrick box set, but out of all of that, I really would just love a cool edition of The Shining. Sorry. I already have most of the other movies, and it's like the Wes Anderson box set. You would get that set, but you've spent all these years already buying almost all of his stuff from Criterion already, but it's just in this really cool box set. So, but this one just needs a fresh case. The spindles are broken out, so yeah. But it just needs a wipe down too. So, but Claudine sounds really good. And the other two, now a couple of weeks ago, I did see it looked like somebody had donated a bunch of British TV. And they did have like some of these sets priced at $4.99 each. And I was like, I don't need it right now. I was trying to be good. So, but today they had series 1 and 2 of Hetty Wainthropp Investigates. So, and the biggest draw for this was if you're a British TV fan and public television, you've probably watched Keeping Up Appearances with Patricia Rutledge. Hyacinth Bucket. So, and me and old ladies and mysteries, old lady solving mysteries, I am there. So, I'm only missing, so for these two, $2 each, whereas they did have the box sets, there were 3 or 4, and those were 5 each, but they were bigger. Like each box set had 3. You get what? It's smaller formatting. Okay, let's just leave it at that. So, so let's see. It's got. It's got Dominic Monaghan. Wow. Okay. Remember Lost, Lord of the Rings trilogy. So can't wait to finally watch this. I've never gotten around to watching Hetty Wainthropp. So old ladies and mysteries, I love them. So I'll just have to check if I'm missing 2 other sets. Great, I'll be on the lookout. So you never know what gets donated at the library store. So I spent this was $13 total. Between that and I was like $23 for gas. So that's really not bad. So now I have a full tank. So that has you caught up from the rest of yesterday's and today. So, but I'm just so jazzed about my breeders. I've been in definitely more of, now that we're like 30 years since 96, I have been actually in more of a 90s mood versus like 80s. And I don't know why. It's just, I have, So, but the fact that if I wanted this right now, and if I did not have eBay, I think back in 23, they did a reissue, like anniversary edition. And that's unavailable. Or it's only available on vinyl. That's where, when and if I ever do get a turntable, stuff that is only on a special vinyl, I will do that. I don't want to have to. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I really just want a turntable to play the vinyls I have. You know? Uh, I was, I, I loved looking at the dust jackets of vinyl. I don't remember much listening to them because my sister, she had the turntable stereo system. I always had cassettes, then CDs. So I don't have that attachment to vinyls that probably a lot of people do. Now, younger people, it's new to them. So, of course, I don't think it sounds that awesome. I think CDs sound pretty damn sweet. I guess it's what I'm used to. But at the end of the day, I have some vinyls. I would love something. I would love to play those on something, and maybe judge for myself again because it's been a minute. So, thanks for my rant. How about that? Now I've got to. Now the biggest thing I got to have to fix for dinner. I did have two PB&J sandwiches earlier and a bag of chips. I had a croissant and a banana earlier this morning. So I didn't go out starving. So, I might just do chicken sandwiches or something. I don't know. Something easy. It's just been a day. It's been that kind of day where with the passing of Dolly, you honestly just want to go to the store and get one of her peach cobblers, one of her pies, some of her heat up entrees, and just cry and put on Steel Magnolias and cry some more. And then balance it out with 9 to 5 so you can laugh your ass off. And then Steel Magnolias again so you can cry some more. So friends have been texting me, asking me how I'm doing, and I just send them the picture of Sally Field from Steel Magnolias when they're at the cemetery, and she's I just want to, I need to take a whack of Weezer too. So here, my land, here this. So, and it really, I'm not gonna say I haven't full on cried, but I've had tears come to my eye with the loss of Dolly. I'm not gonna lie. It's the same. I never met Dolly, never, but she has been in my life always. It's the same way when Carrie Fisher died. I grew up loving Carrie Fisher. She was Princess Leia. Angela Lansbury. Any of the Golden Girls, they were there. B. Arthur, Rue McClanahan. I mean, Betty White. My God, even David Bowie and Prince. It's just you never meet these. Even if you've never met these people, they've been in your life. So if people say, "Why are you so sad?" I feel like this is, especially this one, it is a collective worldwide where no matter who you are, what differences you have, we're all sad Dolly's gone. And we all know, when I got the DVDs, I was checking out at the thrift store, and I asked a nice little older lady. I was like, "Oh my God, did you hear Dolly Parton died?" What? And then she told the two other cashiers, "Oh my God, what? No, not Dolly." That's the reaction I got there, and it was just like, because I texted my mom, and it was a minute, and then another friend. It just Dolly. I'm gonna end this video on, she was a person who touched everyone, and everybody knew of her, and they liked her. So around the world, I think this is one of those where on August 25th of this year where you were when you found out Dolly Parton had died. And I feel like it's one of those situations. Everybody seems they know of her, even if they know Dolly, So Dolly, you can easily say Dolly Parton has touched everyone's lives. Everyone in music. Hello. I don't care who you are in the music business. You've probably been influenced by Dolly Parton. and it's probably a fact. I don't care. And it's not just country. There's in the movie, her reach all over the world. And you cannot say that she wasn't, because you just know it. And so I know this was very sudden, but with her having the health issues, it's been coming. I just know she had probably planned. She's planned everything out, and for years ahead for her family. I bet that's she was smart. She was smart, and I bet she had everything off her list marked off. I can guarantee you that. She knew what she was doing, and then when she was done, she was done. So, and she knows she was well loved, because she knows we all loved her, and she loved us fans. So, but anyway, that is all I got for today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Not much on the list. I will try and get these other. I need to get these fresh things listed, so maybe I can get some hits on those. Since I got that last book listed, so I've done pretty good. I mean, that's pretty awesome to get those 4 sales to get back into the groove. So now it's just being consistent every day. Get like 5 or 10 things a day listed. And I'm trying not to buy stuff unless I see something that's a great deal that I think I have the potential, because I have enough to sell from already. So, hence the storage unit. So, but yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. So, enjoy the rest of your night. If you want a laugh, 9 to 5. If you want to get a musical, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. If you want laughs, then cry, Steel Magnolias. That's, I mean, come on. So, I am off to go see Cher and wrap her in bubble wrap. We have to protect Cher at all costs. Same thing with Martha Stewart, because I think, yeah, she's on up there too. So our great people, protect them at all costs. So, I mean, I'm still not over Angela Lansbury, and I will never probably be over Carrie Fisher. Betty White's still a tough one, let me tell you what. So, but Dolly, this one has been just today crazy. So, but we will always love Dolly. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. You all enjoy the rest of your night. Eat you a good dinner. I appreciate you all. If you're new here, hello. I'm so glad to have you. Here's to another year of daily videos. Trying to get more into the pipeline too. So I don't know how to edit, so here we are. So this is what you're going to get. Unless I just have somebody do it for me. So, enjoy the rest of your night. I appreciate you all. And let's meet back here tomorrow. I will try and get the video out earlier tomorrow. I mean, today's, it's still early, so there's time. And we'll see what happens then. So, and if I have any news tomorrow, I will post about that too. I might try and go and get my copy of The Mandalorian and Grogu tomorrow at work. I'm going to wait on Practical Magic till probably Friday and get it. So, because I think after I do that tomorrow, then I should have another reward hit. I'll use that reward on Practical Magic. See, there's a method. I always have a method to my madness. How about that? All right. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm hoping I find something good tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can do. So, so enjoy the rest of your night. Get you some good dinner. Get you some rest. Don't stay up too late scrolling. And listen to some Dolly music to perk you up. I mean, I feel like we all do. Okay, just a quick side note. I don't know, what is your favorite Dolly song? Mine is "Why'd You Come In Here Looking Like That." I just love that song. Here You Come Again, 9 to 5, Hard Candy Christmas. There's so many, but I have my top one. So, yeah. Of course, then Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers. So, come on. So, what's yours? So, oh, and did y'all buy anything new today? I know Practical Magic, the Fast and Furious Steelbook, Enemy at the Gate Steelbook, Reacher Season 3 was out. So you know about those 4 Blu-rays last night. I will wait on The Mandalorian and Grogu tomorrow. How about that? All right, gang. That's all I got for today. Let's meet back here tomorrow, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. We will tackle midweek together, because you know what tomorrow is? Hump Day! Let's meet back here then. Okay, gang? Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember, we're going to be sad for a bit, and then we'll smile. Okay? All right? And we're here for each other. All right, gang. That's all I got. I'll see you all tomorrow. And you know what? You know what? As I always say, bye, y'all.